Hi, my lash lift queen. Today we have an amazing guest. She's a lash lift queen. She works in Italy. She's been in the lash industry for a decade. You probably know her for her brand, which is ooh, Maximova. The beautiful Natalia is here to share a lot of golden nuggets for you. And you know what about her? She's the first one in the world who created a hotline for lash artists. This is a true leader in the industry. So I'm so excited, Natalia, to talk, chit chat with you.
Hello, Marjorie. Nice
Yay!
to hear to see you, and I'm so excited. Thank you so much for inviting me.
So I want to start with some juice. So from being 10 years in the industry, what is today the common mistakes lash artists make when performing a lash lift?
In Italy, one of the most common mistake I see is that artists rely too much on timing. They always ask us, how many minutes, how long should I leave the product, step one, step two on? But the truth is that no one size fits all answer. Because our company sell now in 48 countries and lashes are very different depending on the country. So thin lashes in Finland are not the same thin lashes in Peru or Italy. So how we can write, leave it for 8 minutes or 10 minutes and expect the same result? In our training videos, we show exactly how to check the lash reaction during step one, and the lash should bend like a letter V, V like Venice. Luckily, more and more lash artists are starting to understand how to read the lash, and that is really a good sign. Another big mistake is choosing the wrong type or size of silicone pad. Many artists just don't know how to choose it and think maybe if the result is weak, that maybe problem of product or glue or something else.
I love it. So what I love about that mistakes, first of all, you sell in 48 countries. Oh my
Yes.
God, wow, international. So you do see, you have a vision on all the international lashes in the world here today.
Yes, yes, and we try to make a fantastic result all over the world. And we work directly with the customers, with trainers, with distributors to understand how a product works and
Hmm.
what ingredients are better for this market, what master like, or they want more sick, maybe solution, or maybe they like one ingredient in this market. So we work on that. Yeah. So a lot
It's
of work.
amazing. So the queens here today are just having that podcast, and you have one thing to remember, and it's only to be been 2 minutes. Don't focus too much on the time frame given. Just focus on having the right time for that client because it can be any time with all the lashes that are in this world. Everybody's so different. And this is like hairdresser. You know, when they bleach, when they tint, it's
Yeah.
not really
Yeah. They
about
check.
the time. They always check your
Yeah.
hair. They
Yeah,
check
always,
your
always
hair.
check. Even you have your client, you saw it and did the procedure 20 times, you should always check.
That's it. So we should totally take example on our colleague in the beauty industry, the hairdresser. They check the lashes. As you said, there's technique to check the lashes. So that's a great trip. We're already starting on fire, Queen. And the next is the shields. There's new shields every day, new shields format. Can you
Yes, yes.
agree? Can you
Yes,
agree
yes,
how
it's
it's
really.
becoming crazy? It's
And
a
yeah,
circus.
and we like news. Everybody like news, something colorful with glitter, with that, with this.
So yes, there's so many shields. So I understand the the industry, the community that we're becoming lost here.
Yeah.
in all the size. So we need to do more education on that and learn more about those shapes and how they affect the curl. But now we used to have only one shape, 10 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's also a dark secret in the industry, and we all know that is over processing, lash damage. Those things exist in the industry. I said in the beginning of the podcast, we were talking about the juice, and this is what we're doing. So in the world, in our work, there's juice, hidden secret about processing over curl, over processing lash damage. What is your advice, Queen Natalia, on this?
No, honestly, with our elimination system, it is very, very hard to damage the lashes. And that was one of our main goals to create a formula that is safe but still gives great results. We use a control amount of glycolic acid, and the product works gently even if the client comes back every 4 or 5 weeks, and even if you leave it for 1 or 2 minutes longer by accident, the lashes still be fine. It is not the system where 30 seconds make a huge difference. But another thing, lamination is not just step one and step two, it is a full care system. When you include our nourishing and hydration serums, they really protect and maintain the health of the lashes. Maybe our system is not fastest in the world, but we made it with care because we want to see healthy lashes all around the world.
Oof, so good. This is so good. This is so true. You want a high fidelization rate on your clients so your clients keep coming back. You need to give them healthy lashes through lash lift. They need to stay healthy. When it start to over process, sometimes clients they're gone. They're gone. So I love how you explain the importance of your brand Maximova, telling that the chemical ingredients are truly look in order to not be the fastness is not important. Should like faster products are
Yeah,
usually
yeah, yeah.
harsher.
Yeah, because a lot of lash artists ask how I can be faster. How can I make maybe step one? Give me step one, which works only 5 minutes. But my answer, why? Why? If you can maybe work in different way, for example, we make a liquid tint for tinting lashes, and you just need one drop, small drop of tint mixed with oxidant, and it just like so small a layer, so thin, and you clean it in 1 second, so it not stay there to clean cream like usual tint. So we started maybe to change other uh, timing of other product on, but not step one. It is not important. Step one, it is not cannot work like 3 4 minutes. Wait 10 minutes. When 12, wait. But it's not important. Important is that the lashes are always in good health, even if 1 year without pause, they make treatment and coming back to your salon, right?
I love this. I love this. So really perming time solution is not where any lash lift tech should try to cut time.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that. So you find solution through fast tinting. That's amazing.
Yeah. We did it for 1 year. This formula with Italian laboratory. It's ultra black liquid tint for lashes, which, by the way, tint only lashes, not silicone pad. So silicone pad of become
Mm,
don't color. And but you just need one small drop, one smallest drop of tint with 1.5 drop of oxidant, special dense oxidant, and you just put so thin layer, you just even don't see it, but you clean it in 1 second. Then you just don't, because if you look on a treatment, a lot time we spend to clean lashes after tint,
it's
and not
true.
step one. It is a cleaning, so we try to make it short as possible.
It's true. You need to look at the other steps that you're doing through the lash lift. Example, cleaning. How can you make cleaning faster? I personally start using water wipes that
Mhm.
I cut, pre-cut water wipes.
Yeah.
wow, what a change. Instead of the,
Yeah.
Q-tip format and then like you're there forever, I
Yes,
feel.
yes, yes.
So yeah, that's a tip. Also, I'm on the glueless, technique. So there's the
Yes,
placement is
fantastic. Yeah.
easier.
Yes, yes.
That's where I found
Yeah,
to
or even
time.
balm instead of normal glue. Even this one.
Exactly. There's so many ways we can faster the time,
But
but
not step one, please.
not step
Not
one,
step
exactly.
one fast,
Perming.
because it is the core of treatment. I mean, we should have it just correct, correct,
Yeah,
not very fast.
that's where the over process can happen mostly. Like this is the risky part, so we must go gentle. So, Natalia, you've been in Italy for 13 years, the country of love, and you've been training in lashes for 10. What are originally brought you into the lash world and what kept you on going? How come you're here?
When I moved from Ukraine to Italy, I had a background in marketing and sales. I didn't speak the language at all, Italian, and I arrived with two small children. They were just 4 and 6 years old. And for the first 3 years, I didn't work. I focused on helping my kids adjust, learning Italian, and integrate it in their new life. But deep inside, I felt I needed more, not just to be a mom and talk with other mom at school. Because I was used to working, I need something meaningful, something that will connect me with other people, with other women, because personally, I believe that women need other women. We need
Mm,
community. And I thought maybe if I could try something in beauty, even thought I knew nothing about beauty, nothing about lashes. And that time in Italy, nobody was doing lash extension, but I felt it could give me chance to connect, to speak with other women, to listen to their stories, to feel useful for them. So that's how it started, not from business, not for money, but for a real need for human connection. And it was not easy. I live in north of Italy, and people here are very reserved, especially with foreigners. And at the beginning, I had a very few clients. I charged very little, just to get experience. I studied a lot. I signed up for course after course, maybe 10 or more. I had a possibility to go to Ukraine and make a lot of courses offline and also online with Ukraine and Russia. I entered competition right away and started to win. And then I began to teach. Then I started to sell lashes too. Step by step, I built a big network. First, it was clients, then students, then customers who bought my product. And when I created Maximova, it grew into something even bigger. And now I have connection with women in 48 countries through our distributors. So in the end, everything started from this simple desire, to talk, to connect. And now, thanks to this business, I have so many amazing conversations, even now with you.
yeah.
If yeah, if you told me certain years ago that I will be doing podcast with a fantastic and entrepreneur in Canada, a lash queen, I would not even believe it. Now, when I travel for conferences, I share my story and I try to inspire women who are just starting out because I know how hard it is, and I also know how powerful we can when we support each other. For me, this community of women, that is the heart of everything. That is what brought me to lashes, and that is what keep me doing.
I love it. I love it. Coming from someone who left her home country to move in a different country with a different language, with different culture, with young children, you're a definite approved badass queen, like doing all that and then was just looking to connect with your tribe, connect with other queens, and that was the foundation of you starting, and it's still today a foundation in Maximova. And I found that's a beautiful value because you understand each other, you help each other, and it's so badass to have a conversation from Canada to Italy right now, telling all
Yeah.
about that we're actually more alike and connected that we think. And let's have fun in our work. Let's put so much fun. We're girl gang, you know?
Yes, yes, I agree with you.
Ah, it's beautiful. I'm getting emotional over this. All right. So now I'm wondering, what was the lash industry in Italy when you first started, and what made it so difficult? What was the challenges?
When I started doing lash lift in 2017, honestly, my first results were terrible. I couldn't make a good curl. And I used a plastic wrap, warm compresses. I didn't understand the process at all. I didn't know about correct timing on how to choose the right silicone pads. At that time, there were only one type of pad available and didn't even imagine that could be different ones. So my lift didn't work well, and I thought maybe it's not for me. Maybe I should just stick to lash extension. I went to Ukraine and took several trainings there just to understand how to get good results. And I will never forget my first lash lift competition. One of the judges, a very famous trainer from Russia, gave me the lowest score possible for clean work. Out of five, she gave me one, just one.
Mm.
Even thought I cleaned and cleaned. My model had a lot of lashes and many lash layers, but still I got a one. It was painful, but instead of quitting, just one became my motivation. I said to myself, one day I will get a five and I will become one of the best in this industry.
And you did. That's amazing. So I love that you like a lot is the challenge everybody started have difficulty with lash lift. They have inconsistent result. They don't know why. So this is the importance of education and going for it. And sometimes you can travel for it like you did. So some do training online, but you traveled and you got the best lesson ever to be
Yeah.
clean, to be more clean. So you did mention that 80% of Italian lashes they go downwards. So that's the general type of that country. Any culture country has their own type. And that the plastic waste was really intense. So what did you do about those challenges when you started Lash Lift?
Yes, it was really frustrating at first. And
I'm
also,
sure.
I started to notice how much waste I was creating in 2017. I remember my first lash lift. I used a whole box of cotton swabs in just one treatment. At the end, I looked at my trash bin and thought, but this is crazy.
Mm.
And that really made me feel uncomfortable. I started to question, but why we are throwing away so much for just one treatment? And when I start creating my own tools for Maximova, the first product I made was a set of magnetic brushes. You know, our goal is to reduce waste and improve the overall experience for the artist and for the client. And we also teach this mindset in our courses. We show artists exactly how their workspace should look. And, you know, I'm really proud that so many of them now follow this cleaner and more sustainable system.
I love it. You go beyond the actual technique of lash lift. You go in the mindset, you go in the cleanness, you go in how does it look when the client enter the room? How clean it must be too. I love it. That's great. So now we're talking about overcoming challenges, and we all know that doing women in business, there's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of overwhelming. We were talking about that before we start the recording the podcast, that a lot is going on in both our life, and we're like, oh my God, running everywhere. Was there a specific moment when you thought about giving up? And what made you decide to push through?
During COVID, like many other people, I started to really reflect on my life. I asked myself, what do I truly enjoy? What makes me feel alive? At that point, I already had a distribution company, a big network for trainers across Italy, many students, and I was well known in the lash industry. But deep inside, I realized something important that I am creator. Yes, I'm very great in sales. I love selling. When I was a little girl, I was helping to my grandmother. I was just 3 years old, and it was always like this. But creating, it's something stronger for me. My passion was not really just offering services or selling product. It was creating something from nothing. And it was like just exploded in Instagram, and the response was huge. It was a moment like everything changed for me. And people started reaching me from everywhere, wanting to buy, to distribute it. And for me, this thing gave so much energy.
Mm.
I remember clearly a woman, which now a distributor from Latin America, messaged me. She made a small orders of serum, and she told, "I want to buy everything from your brand, lash lift also. I love Maximova." And that support from someone I didn't even knew made me feel like I was the right pace. Maximova gave energy to me to continue. It's like brand has its own energy, I think. Like even
Mm.
name carries like a strong feminine spirit, and people feel it. Even distributors, now we have like 70 distributors from 48 countries, and like all of them came to us. I didn't have to chase anyone. I think they felt this connection and wanted to be part of it. So at the end, this support I gave to women in the beginning came back to me when I needed it most. And
Mm.
for this, I continue. I continue because I feel this support every day to
Ah,
creating.
well, it's coming back from your value of connecting with women.
Yeah, for sure.
This is fulfill you, put you in energy, and that makes you go through any challenges possible. You're gonna be, it's okay because I'm doing it for my queens. I love it. I'm falling in love with you, Natalia. Oh, I love it. Really great. You have a great core, great foundation, great vision, and open heart in that industry. Next question. So you've spoken about a new formula and introducing lash buttocks. What is that? How did transform your work and open up new possibilities?
Hmm. Right now, we developed a full 5-step lash care system during lamination. So it's not just one serum. Yes, it is we started from one serum, Botox for lashes, and also added two more hydrating and restructuring formula after lift regenerator serum and lash and brow cocktail serum. So together, they allow us to really transform the lashes.
It used to be so not much steps in the lash lift, but now with the decade experience in the industry, we realize how much health is important. So adding those serum, vitamins, um, in the perming open cuticle. So when you remove the perming, it's the right time to nourish those
Yes,
lashes and to
yes.
keep them ongoing. So what is the focus of Maximova brand?
In Italy, like you told, we even created, it was 1.5 years ago, or even 2 years, we created a free hotline. Everyone can call, even if they are not our student or not using our brand, and get advice. It's like a toll-free number, 800, open for all. It's like lamination advice. You can receive lamination advice for lash lift.
Wow.
We believe that real experience, it is not just about the product. It's about what happened after the product is in your hands and how we support you, how we stand beside you. And that is experience we worked too hard, so hard to build, and that is what makes is truly unforgettable.
Oh, it's amazing. Not only about the lash lift, you think about the whole experience, the smell, the massage, the touch. And this is what a true lash lift artist should act about the experience given to the client. That's amazing. So, for lash artists in countries where the industry is still new and growing, because it's new in a lot of places in the world, but it's longer in like Italy with you. What's your best advice to someone who's starting?
If the lash industry in just starting in your country, it is actually a huge opportunity because you can be first. And personally, I love being first. I love to be innovative. Um, but there is one important thing I always tell our students. Focus. Choose one area and do it really, really well. Don't try to do everything because when you try to do everything, you usually do everything average. If you choose lash lamination, then go all in. Post only that you Instagram, build your image like a specialist. When people see that you are fully focused, they start to trust you, and that is when real growth happened. And one more thing I think is very, very important. Never stop learning. Taking just one or two courses, it is not enough. I have done around 20 trainings in lash lamination alone, and I still keep learning. Even now, I don't do services anymore, but I still take courses to stay updated. And all our trainers do the same. We never stop because the industry is always changing. And if you want to stay at the top, you have keep evolving. So my advice is simple: focus, specialize, and keep learning.
Ah, that's so right, because we're a group of women around the world discovering different things and innovating and creative. So there's always new ways to do, better ways to do. So I totally agree. Education is key. And how do you feel is the best next thing in the lash lift world?
Hey, for many years, Europe like looked to Eastern countries like Ukraine, Russia for innovation for lashes, right? But now the attention has shifted to Asia, especially Korea and Japan. Last year at Maximova, we started to integrate some of these methods. For example, we began applying step one all the way from the root to the tip without fear. Then we remove gently from the tips using our afterlift regenerator serum. And this technique works beautifully with our formula. And result, it is a new kind of curl. It's just the next level. Just last month, I went to Japan to study and see their work up close. What really inspired me is that the whole concept of J beauty, Japanese beauty, it's all about minimalism, elegance, simplicity, and care. And I think this mindset, clean, simple, but powerful approach, is a thing of this year. And next year, well, we don't know. I think next year will be Italians do it better.
Yes, getting inspiration from Japan, from other country where they're known to be top on cosmetics. So, right, so you can put Italian on the map too.
Yeah.
Lastly, what's your personal vision for the future of lash artistry?
I believe this industry will always be on demand because the eyes are the most expressive part of the face, and lash and brow treatments highlight that beauty in such a powerful way. And also, it is very profitable career. That's why I see the strong future for lash and brow treatments. If you are in the beauty industry and still deciding which path to take, I truly think that is a great direction. Services like a lash lift and brow lamination are becoming more and more popular every year. And the best part, there's still so much room to grow. In many countries, the industry is still behind. That means there is a space for new artists to build their name, attract a lot of clients, earn well, and open their own salon. So I think we are just at the beginning. And last message from me, if you are already a lash artist and you are already doing treatments, don't stop. The worst thing you can think, you can tell, I'm good enough, I have a lot of clients, I am doing great, I have a lot of money. No, no, you can always grow, you can always be better. And honestly, again about education, education gives us energy. Every time we learn something new, we feel inspired again, and it keeps our passion alive. So I believe this work will always be important because even the smallest change in eye area can completely shift how a woman feel about herself. It can change her mood, her confidence, her whole vision of beauty. So again, keep learning and be the best.
Ah, preach. I love it. This was like church talk. I mean, it's just the beginning.
Sorry.
Boom, boom, boom. Queen, you're in the right space. The one listening here, we're telling you, we've been looking in the industry for a decade. You're in the right spot. And the focus on lash lift, people's gonna look for the best lash lift artist in their town, and we want it to be you, and it can be you. So keep the focus, keep the learning, think about the experience as a total. Natalia told us so much about it. It's not only about perming lash lifting techniques, it's about the whole experience to your clients and to bring healthy lashes and to have them in the long run because we're here to stay. Curl and black lashes, if they're short or long, no matter what, but just curled black lashes in the whole beauty history, always been a thing. It's always been popular, just different ways of doing it. But just to have your own natural lashes lifted with black, it's the best thing in the world. Like I'm excited to do my lash lift. I'm about to do it soon. I cannot
Yes,
wait. Lash lift is here to stay for a long run. We have full on career with that.
yeah, I agree with you. Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so
Thank you,
much,
Marjorie.
Natalia, for your wise word, your motivation, and your open heart through the conversation. This was amazing.
Thank you so much, Marjorie, and have a good day.
Yeah, Natalia Maximova is in the house from Italy. Thank you so much.
Ciao, ciao.